and gentlemen, it is your supreme leader, the fat Asian himself, and I'm coming to you today with a fun little video. I'm gonna be ranking my top 10 World Cup kits asterisk. I say asterisk because not all of the kits that are in my top 10 actually made it to the World Cup. And for people who are familiar with the channel, I think you might have a small inkling on which kit I'm talking about. Now, first though, let's pump our brakes. This is all opinion, taste, varies from person to person. It's not like I am the most like fashion forward person. God. Just came out of me. It's not that I'm the most like fashion forward person or anything. This is just my general taste and who I think is personally the top 10 kits. So please don't get butthurt if I didn't put your favorite kit on my top 10 list. This is my top 10 list. I'm gonna do what I want. Do what I want. But feel free to yell at me in the comment section. And while you're at it, go ahead, take your nipple, smush into that like button right now, and let us begin with number honorable mentions. Yeah, let's get the dislikes up right away. Not in my top 10, but really close. Spain. The Spain kit is actually a really polarizing kit. I've been hearing a lot of people on Twitter saying that, oh my god, it's gorgeous, and other people saying like, ugh, I'm not really feeling it, and I'm not really feeling it. I like the zigzaggy stuff on one side, the badge on the other, but beyond that, there's just something about the composition in the Spain kit that's missing. Like, I want to love this kit, and I'm rooting for Spain in the World Cup, but when your main model for your kit is Alvaro Morata, it's kind of an L for me. Second honorable mention, personal shoutouts to England. I don't really like too many of the Nike kits, especially all that, like, the fly wire. Why all the fly knit? But the England kits this year, nice, clean, elegant, simple. I love it. That collar, just that little line right there, not doing too much with it. It's all white, so it's covering up all of that fly knit shit. I like the white kit. I like the red kit. Hell, I like the training kit. So kudos and honorable mention to England. It's your first decent looking kit in the wild. And the last honorable mention goes to Cameroon for this outrageous kit right here. I'm so sad Cameroon didn't make the World Cup because this is, I mean, like, everyone's going wild over Nigeria, but look how fun this kit is. This is the kit that everybody and their mama would be rocking in FUT. I don't know exactly what animal this is, but it's over the top. It's a little bit cheesy, and I love it. It had to make it into the honorable mentions. Without further ado, let's go ahead and kick it off with number 10. At the number 10 spot, I got a classic on here. We have the Uruguay home kit. It's got that lovely, like, robin egg blue to it. If it's not broke, don't fix it. My kind of big pet peeve with a lot of the World Cup kits this year is that they just did too much. Like, Argentina, you have a brilliant natural kit. Why did you have to do the shoulder thing and the weird trapezoids? Just leave it alone. There's a little subtle detail. You can see the Uruguay sun is in the middle of the kit, but I'm not totally sure if that's gonna be a thing because on some of the promotional art for the kit, it doesn't have the sun, or maybe I can't really make it out, but it's a nice touch. I think it's just a clean design. The highlight, you know, being that V black collar right there, it's gonna look so nice on Suarez when he's munching on some poor Mexican during the World Cup this year. Speaking of which, number 9. At first glance, I wasn't a super big fan of the Mexico home kit, but the more and more that I look at it, the more and more I really like it. Adidas did a great job maintaining, you know, the classic Mexican kit look. You got that dark green, and then starting right underneath the armpits, you got, I guess, these 3 stripes of a lighter green, and just absolutely pops when you look at it, especially when it's being modeled on a player. It just kind of accentuates almost like an hourglass figure. You know, it creates like an optical illusion as if it's kind of like bumping up the chest and, you know, slimming the waist a little. I don't know if Chicharito wants an hourglass figure at the World Cup, but hey, you got it, and it looks good. Hashtag more homo. All right, on to number 8. Coming in at number 8 is the African nation of Senegal. I enjoy both Senegal's away and home kit because it's essentially the same very subtle design. You have to kind of squint and look closely, and I guess it's kind of like an African or tribal design of a lion's face. Not too dissimilar from the Cameroon kit that we saw earlier, but this is, you know, they pulled it back. Less is more. This is definitely one of the kits that's going to look a lot better when there's going to be a lot of bright lights on it, and you gotta watch it in HD in order to enjoy this kit. None of that blurry shit. But here's the crazy thing: as good as Senegal's current kits are, last year's Senegal kit is even better because Senegal's 2017 kit looks like Black Panther's armor. Senegal, you were like ahead by a year. If you would have kept the Black Panther like tribal stuff on your kit, that would have been even more dope than this year's kits, honestly. You could have rode the Black Panther hype wave. But for now, you're at number 8. All right, let's move on to number 7. Columbia was kind of the surprise darling of 2014, but their kits were okay. But in 2018, they have definitely evolved into a Charizard right here. Look how clean these shirts are. Adidas comes through with the second kit that I have put on my top 10 list, and it's kind of an inversion of the Mexican kits. If you got those 3 stripes going below the armpits, these 3 stripes are coming on the armpits. And honestly, when I look at it just on the kit alone, it's not all that impressive. But then, for some reason, when you put it on James Rodriguez, when you put it on Juan Cuadrado, it just looks so much more youthful, so much more playful, and it brings in the spirit of these Colombian players. And I even like their away kit. It's not all too snappy. It kind of reminds me of Netherlands away kit, which I really like the color scheme from the last World Cup. RIP Netherlands. Number 6. Here's something a little bit surprised me. If you were to ask me if you could choose one nation's kit from any World Cup, you could only choose their kits, who you taking? Majority of people probably taking Argentina, Germany, Brazil, obviously. But for me, my favorite kit has always been Croatia. I love the checker design. In every single World Cup that I've seen Croatia play, I always adore the uniforms. But I put my usual favorite kit all the way down in 6th place because Nike, you done fucked up. Just stick with the classic checker design. It's brilliant. The sharp lines, the red and the white, it all bangs. But Nike, I don't know why, instead of just straight lines, straight squares, they did this goddamn zigzag thing. It's the flying knit. Flying knit is the devil. Stop using it, Nike, in anything. It's hideous. And I love you, Luka Modric. I love the Croatian kit, and I want to put it higher. But that zigzagging, come on, man. You gotta cut it out. And don't even get me started on the away kit. That thing is the hideous. That's the ugliest kit at the World Cup. I swear to God. Dark blue on black checker design with zigzaggy stuff. Come on, bro. But I love Croatia's kit so much. I actually put it up in 6th place. But now that I've thought about it mid-video, no, I'm changing it. Colombia, you're coming up. Colombia's in 6, Croatia's at 7. All right, let's move on to number 5. At number 5, we have Japan, who has a very interesting backstory behind this kit. As you can see, there's like this dimple design on it, which apparently they modeled this kit after traditional Japanese armor. It's okay. It doesn't look really like armor. I mean, hats off to Adidas. You did your best here, but it's hard to make cloth look like, armor. The default kit doesn't even make my top 10. Not even close. But there is a special edition anime kit. And I don't know if they're going to do this at the World Cup, but I think they should, because I think it's brilliant. It's awesome. It's so much fun. And that is, all of the numbers are filled in with scenes from anime. But in all honesty, Japan, you should just do this on everything. I'm not saying at the World Cup. I'm saying at the Olympics. I don't know, bobsledding, whatever you compete in, put anime, put Pikachu and goddamn Evangelion in all of your numbers, bro. Cause I'm about it. So you a proud weeaboo, this is your kit. All right, let's move on to number 4. From the extravagant and strange to an all-time classic. When you say World Cup kit, this is what comes to mind. Let's be honest, it's the Brazilian shirt, beloved all over the world, except in Argentina. And thank you, Nike, for not ruining it with your flying it mess. Or if they did, it's covered up well, because it's all base yellow. It's simple, it's elegant, it's very much in the same vein as the England kit that I showed earlier. I love that just little bit of a collar right there, makes it really sleek kit. I mean, honestly, do I really need to say that much more about it? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They stuck with the classics, and I gotta commend Nike on this one. At 4 well, actually not number 4. I'm gonna say this is 4.5, because I don't like all of this kit. I just really like the sleeves. I like all of Iceland's kits if there were just the sleeves. The sleeves on it it looks like a fruit snack anaconda. There's something about it. It just oozes like liquid tech. But the rest of the kit I find just a little bit plain. But kudos to Iceland for rocking with some brand that I've never heard of. Area? Well done, man. But let's move on to number 3. I don't think I'm being harsh when I say that Belgium's kits in recent history have outperformed their actual team. Their 2014 kits were fire, and 2018, it was a struggle. I almost put them at number 1 because their home and away kits are incredible. If I took both home and away kits and combined them into like a single score, I would actually put Belgium at the top. I love the checkered box design for the red kits, and it's just simple. It's just right across the chest. All of the details, like the second yellow kit from far away just looks kind of like a normal yellow kit, but you go ahead, you close up on Mr. Michi Bachiwai over here, and it's this small subtle lines that go across, almost kind of having almost like a dimple pattern to it. It just looks sleek, it looks modern, and honestly, like if you look at the Belgian flag, it's just Germany in a different order. How is Belgium kicking every other country's ass when it comes to kit design? They honestly should be the gold standard and what other countries should strive for. I mean, look at them. Look at how much fun they're having. Just telling jokes about their days at Chelsea. All kidding aside, Belgium, you got dope ass kits. All right, let's move on to number 2. This is a biggie one, man. Whatever I say at number 2, you probably know what's gonna be number 1. So drum roll, please. My number 2 favorite World Cup kit in 2018 is Germany. Adidas knocked it out of the park with Belgium, and they come back just as strong with Germany's home kit. Actually, their away kit's pretty nice as well. Like low-key, Germany's away kit is a slightly less hypebeast version of the Nigerian kit. But it is their home white kit that takes the cake. Look, the color scheme is simple. Classical white with black stripes and then that gold patch right in the middle. That's what really brings it all together. Looking like an Iron Man arc reactor just in the center of the chest, powered by Volkswagen. Surgical lines, exquisitely measured out. You can see all the golden ratios. You know, whatever German graphic designer who made this did a lot of math in order to get this kit. And it's probably my favorite German kit in decades. And that leaves only one spot available for my favorite kit for the World Cup in 2018 Russia, and that, of course, has to be my home nation. Not my home nation, I'm actually from the United States. But my home ethnicity. People want to say Nigeria this, Nigeria that. Have you not seen the Chinese away kit? The Chinese away kit is awesome for the same reason that Game of Thrones is awesome. Dragons, motherfucker. Dragons everywhere. And it's simply just a stunning kit. Look at what seems to be like an embroidered style of silk or golden Chinese dragons from the chest to your nuts. This kit is so sexy that it actually overcomes my pure hatred for the flying knit sleeves. Child, please, show me a better kit. Show me a better World Cup kit. And with all that said, it doesn't really count because China isn't going to the World Cup. So technically, they should be disqualified on this list. So I must crown a new winner for my number 1 best kit going to the World Cup. And you guys kind of already knew who it was. It's Nigeria. Nigeria's home kit, aka the hype beast kit, aka the kit that like sold out in 2 seconds everywhere. It broke the internet when it popped up. Just look at this, man. It's such a sexual kit. The zebra striping is so provocative. It's so outlandish. It is so brilliant. There are not enough words or superlatives to go ahead and talk about these kits. And the way that they were modeled, the way that they were marketed, from the color schemes to the photography, just all of it fed into the hype beast. And it's an all-time great kit. And as much as I like the China away kit, I honestly, like straight up, I honestly like the Nigerian kit better. Some of you guys might disagree. In fact, you guys go ahead, vote up in the iThings which kit do you think is actually better. But for me, as much as I like, you know, dragons and all that stuff, I'm Chinese. We see dragons on all of our clothes all the time. It's kind of old news to me. But this Nigerian kit though, this is new. This is novel. This is something I want. Daddy like. Look at this jacket, man. Only Nigerians could go ahead and model the pattern from your grandma's couch and make it look amazing. Tell me you haven't seen this design at your grandma's house. I'll wait. So there you guys go. That was my top 10, 12-ish World Cup kits in 2018. What is your top 10? Leave it in the comments down below. Is there any kit that I grossly missed or something? But if you did enjoy this video, go ahead, hit the like button down below. If you want to check out other weird footballing content, I play a lot of FIFA on the channel. Go ahead and click over here, Dingsy Poos. And if you guys like FIFA Ultimate Team, I did an experiment where I spent $100 in World Cup mode, and then I spent $100 in FIFA Ultimate Team, and the results were not surprising at all. But yeah, that's it for me, B-Mons. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Until next time, guys, stay chubby.